Hey guys, it's Isabella James and King Ramsey. Welcome back to my Spiritual Bimbo coaching channel. Hi, it is 2023 and I'm so grateful to be here with you and to help you transcend to the best version of yourself, making all of that money. Let's fucking do it. We're in Mercury Retrograde, and if you're not familiar with Mercury Retrograde is basically blah, 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 blah. I'm not sure. That's actually the exact definition of it, because basically it's just an astrological event that kind of makes things topsy-turvy. So let's see. Mercury Retrograde definition. Probably like, damn, this girl is making a video about this. She doesn't even know exactly what it is. I know what it does, and that's what matters. Okay, apparent retrograde motion is the apparent motion of a planet in the direction opposite of that our bodies within its system. So that makes a lot of sense now that I read the actual definition of it, because like it really does make things just like kind of topsy-turvy because the planet is going against our like natural set point. The reason that we're here today is because there's a lot of different things that go on during a retrograde, and as a content creator you really have to learn to like navigate through it. For example, yesterday I was trying to go live stream on the spicy site. I was ready, I had my things, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, look at, he just loves it. And it just like literally wouldn't work. And I was like, okay. Another case in point, earlier this week, communication. So, I mean, I kind of left some things out there. Communication and technology are really big attributes to the craziness that is in retrograde. Earlier this week, and even in general, like communication with like dudes that I'm talking to, I gotta redefine what the hell is going on.
Huh?
What the hell is going on? Okay, yeah, so let's talk about technology. Definitely be prepared for like more glitches than usual. Be prepared to have things just be weird, you know? So if you are, you know, planning to do a live, for example, or just like anything, especially like on our sites, like, I mean, we all know a certain site is Queen Glitch. King Glitch, I don't know if it's probably a male energy, just saying. So yeah, just be prepared for that and don't get frustrated, and just, you know, be really mindful of the way that you're navigating through technology. Like, you know, the Wi-Fi might not be working, your freaking phone might just be doing this weird shit, and you're probably like, damn, isn't that all the time? It's especially during retrograde. So communication, like I already briefly brought up, especially with, you know, people that you work with, even like your subscribers and stuff like that, like make sure you're being like very articulate with the way that you're trying to communicate things. I think this is like especially though in our personal relationships, because a lot of things can get misconstrued. For example, I had my friend coming over the other day and we were like gonna work out, and I have a gym at my house, and they like literally walked to like the recreation gym like in my neighborhood that I don't ever go to, and like I don't even have like a key fob to get into. And they're like, oh, I'm here. And I'm like, you're not here. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, retrograde strikes again. So yeah, just make sure you're very articulate and just like very on point, and you know, be your best communicator. The whole entire point of retrograde is really for us to like reevaluate and revamp and like redo the way that we want to do things in life, and really to like slow down. And that's what's like so crazy, is that like in our society, like that's like a negative thing, but like we really just like need to take this time that those planets are supporting us, especially to really just like hone in on ourselves and like realize like what is like best for us, and to just like enjoy, especially because like we're in winter right now. Like that's really what we're supposed to be doing if we all lived through the seasons like we should be, which is like so ironic, you know, because it's been the holidays and stuff like that, and we've actually been in retrograde shadow, which so like retrograde, I believe it ends, let's have it here, I believe it ends, the shadow ends in the beginning of February, and then the shadow began in the beginning of December. So she's a long extra bitch. So, but like I said, it's something to be fearful of. It's just something to be like aware of, and so you can like navigate it properly, especially when you're making that money, honey. Okay, travel. This is a big one, and like I'm literally gonna blame like the whole entire like airport like fiasco that happened during the holidays. I'm like, okay, retrograde, we see you, you know? So definitely if like you can avoid traveling during retrograde, that is like ideal, because like stuff's gonna get canceled, you know, things are gonna get delayed. And like I said, this isn't like speaking negativity into our worlds, my loves. Like this is really just like working with what we have. Like just in general, that's what everything is. It's like, okay, like sometimes these things can be challenging, but like if we're aware of it, then we can like really make sure that we get the most out of these beautiful situations, especially astrological situations. I know I smell good. Stop it. Next one, like I've already kind of mentioned, is to just like reevaluate. And especially with like New Year's and everything, you know, people kind of just like naturally do that. But it's really like a time for me, especially, I've really just been like seeing my bullshit lately and seeing like where I need to like show up for myself more. And just in general, like especially with like relationships, friendships, like all of that, where like I'm not like, it's not that I'm like still gaslighting myself, and I'm still like not following my intuition and what like really serves me, and really just like taking breadcrumbs. Like I said, this isn't just like relationships, this is like everything. And you know, this can always be translated into our work, because our work is a spiritual practice as well. So make sure, you know, people that you're working with, whether it be clients or your employees and things like that, just make sure that you're taking that time to be like, okay, is this like relationship really serving me? And that goes for our subscribers, clients, whatever you want to call them as well. If somebody is not like your vibe, even if they like pay you money and stuff, like do not be afraid to block them. Do not be afraid to like create those boundaries. And you don't want to block them, like make sure to set boundaries and make sure that you're keeping your boundaries too. That's like a big thing for me, where it's not like, okay, let me like just automatically get rid of people all of the time if they do like one fucked up thing. It's like really just like taking a note of it and being like, okay, you know, like let me set a boundary. Because if you're not setting boundaries, you're not like telling people how to love you. And that's like such a big like amazing thing that I just realized lately. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with this, and it's like it doesn't have to be awkward, and you can definitely use it to your advantage to go further in life and to really show up for yourself, is by creating those uncomfortable moments and then holding yourself to them. And if it's like, oh, okay, not only did you do this thing and like I set that boundary and then you continue to do it, like that's not gonna work with me, you know? So the last one that I'm gonna bring up is do not be making any big purchases. And I know the end of the year, the taxes and everything, I'm sure you probably did do that, because hey, hello, we know how to do our taxes. But like really just be aware of this time, and it's like just like think about stuff. It's also not a good time to start like anything new that you haven't started. Like I was actually gonna start this like really big project I was super excited about, but I was like, let's just wait till retrograde is over. And you know, a lot of people I know too are actually waiting to be in relationships, to like do like a lot of things, because this is a time to kind of just like reflect and be like really where we want to go. So we can take in like all our goals and all our projects stuff that we like already have started, but it's a good time to just plan for the things that you want to do, especially since Mercury retrograde is in Capricorn, and we all know Capricorn is about that hustle. So with that being said though, it doesn't mean that you can't evaluate what you're doing. I do offer coaching. I come and audit your page. It is one-on-one. I'm not going to be offering this forever, so make sure you take advantage of it. Hit me up at Spiritual Bimbo Coach on Instagram, and I would love to help you prosper into a better version of your spicy content creator self. Let me know below if this helped. Let me know any other type of videos you would like to see on this channel. I really appreciate you. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and be the best creator that you can be. You got this, babe.